we just heard Alleyways Session, and that was really, really good. They're here with us in Studio One. Welcome, guys.
Hey, thank you for having us.
That was amazing, and as I said multiple times, like I think that was definitely one of the best sessions we've had, and it's great that you guys were like the last one we've had this year, especially since actually you were the first one since we won highly commended for best cinematography at the Media Awards, so we were like motivated for next year to do even better, and it's nice for us to try it as well, having a full setup like you had.
It was.
Yeah, it went well.
They all did really well setting it up because it's quite compact, but it worked perfectly.
Because we were like when I told engineering about it, and I was like, yeah, it's 4 guys and drums and 3 guitars and the synth. They were like, wait, what? How are we gonna fit all of that in Studio One? We were actually thinking of maybe having like the guitarist be in the corridor and then just having Studio 2 as a drum room, and we were like panicking we're never gonna be able to do it. But yeah, Ange did a great job in the end.
Yeah, it all fit in really well, didn't it? I think at the start that was our feeling as well. We're like, oh gosh, how are we going to get our whole band in this room? But it did fit.
It probably worked better if Tom was in the corner, just out of the way.
What do you mean?
But yeah, no, it definitely worked out really well, and it worked out so well. We got carried away. We're like 3 songs. No, okay, guys, just do as many as you want, and so ended up doing 5. Yeah, that was great. So you were telling me you've been a band for 2 years now.
Yeah, just about. Like we formed. Just
it was in the summer like 2 years ago.
Yeah, a while ago.
I think me and Tom were like, we just rang up these guys and we were like, oh. Yeah, let's be in a band, and then we were in a band.
We just did quite a lot of Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah. So do you know all of like? Do you come from like? Are you from York or the area? Do you?
Yeah, from York. We all go to Huntington Sixth Form. That's where we.
Yeah, is that where you met?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool. Recently, I thought. If I'm right, I think you were supporting King No One at Fibbers, weren't you?
Yeah, we did on Friday.
That must have been great, yeah.
Really good fun.
Were you playing with Land Papers as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to get them for a session this term actually as well, but they weren't available. I think we'll have them next year. Because they're from Leeds and it's kind of hard for them to come all the way here. But yeah, no, I like their setup as well because I saw them when they were playing with Misty Miller.
Right.
At Duchess, and yeah, they're pretty cool. So yeah, playing at Fibbers, that must have been great.
Yeah, no, it was really good fun. We've done it a couple of times. So we've done one with King No One, another one with Glass Cave, and then
this one with King No One again.
Yeah, recent one.
It's always great at Fibbers.
Yeah, it's a good venue.
Nice.
Have you played at Duchess as well?
Yeah, we played the Duchess. That's because in there.
Which is your favourite? Fibbers?
Yeah.
Mr. B.
Yeah.
Duchess got sticky floor.
On the stage?
No.
You mean like Joe? Yeah.
It's got a wheeled wall like plastering thing that's just spikes. So if you touch it, you cut yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
Really
even the ceiling, but I mean, like that's kind of what I like. I'm so sad that Duchess is gonna close down next year.
It's a cool place.
Because I mean, that's kind of what I like. Like Fibbers is nice and clean, as in like as a venue, but the Duchess has like that edginess that I quite like.
I know what you mean.
Like it's literally underground, and you go in there, it's like I don't know, it just feels like a cool punk club or something. And I've seen so many good gigs there. But yeah, Fibbers actually, I was surprised to see it's quite like a metal venue actually. Like whenever there's a metal gig, it's always in Fibbers.
It's quite like it's a big York venue, so if they come past here, that's what they got.
But yeah, no, it's definitely a great venue. So yeah, I'm sorry, I wish I could have seen you guys there. I really wanted to go and see King No One, but yeah, unfortunately I missed them. So in your 2 years, like where have you had like other memorable venues you've played in?
Well, we done Apollo Fest last year and we're doing that again this year.
Oh, cool.
And then it's kind of just Fibbers, the Duchess. We'd played the Basement a couple of times, just on the City Screen, which is cool but quite small, but I really like it.
It's nice in there, is it? Cosy. We've played out the back of a couple of vans.
Yeah.
Nice.
We did like a proper lorry, and then we did one small one. It was for a Dunnington fireworks show. We were doing the live music, and that was a real small van that we managed to pile into, and that was fun.
That was really good fun,
I know Mike's garage a few times.
Played in my garage a few times, and then had to stop playing in my garage.
Were you being too loud?
Yeah.
This guy came round and he was like, "You're knocking the houses down."
We usually played in Tom's attic, which is
like that's why you know you're doing it right. That's the point. Let's talk a bit about your songs. I really love them, and I was saying earlier, we're trying to figure out like what your influences might be, and compared to other ones, it's really hard to do. Like you've got like a really particular style, and that's really interesting. And that like so early in like let's say your musical career, you've managed to like find your sound. Do you think that was something hard for you to do, or do you think you're still like subject for it, or?
It kind of came naturally. Like we all
Yeah.
kind of disagreed on different sounds, and then agreed on one overall because we all like different things.
I think we're still looking though. We're definitely
Yeah,
always
like
gonna be
we-
We're
looking.
always having like disagreements. I think that's probably a good thing because
Yeah.
so it means we're always changing. Continuously.
Happy
Yeah.
disagreements.
Yeah.
You know.
Like they're all
Not
our
all.
songs like just change each time we write something
Yeah.
new. Like
And
you
we're-
can't quite decide that they're all the same.
Yeah.
It's always hard recording a song because then we're developing it and changing it. And
Yeah.
You
making
come up
it
with
better
something
and what
new
we
halfway
prefer
through,
and-
Yeah. Because like when you started with the synth, it reminded me of like an intro to like a Muse song, for example.
Yeah.
But then like with like the song where you had like the whole instrumental like back and forth between like the bass and the guitar, that
Yeah,
reminded me
yeah.
of like a weird like
We've
Like-
never done that before.
We
you know like Red Hot Chili Peppers Jam a little bit
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean,
with like obviously a little bit of like Arctic Monkeys from time to time thrown in there.
yeah,
Um,
Monkeys was kind of our
Yeah, we
first
kind of we set
influence.
off playing.
Yeah,
on
That
that's
was
how
the
we
start.
started.
Yeah.
We were almost just an Arctic Monkeys tribute
'Cause it was
band.
kind of- that was just the,
And we sort
the
of thought,
thing
hang on a
to
minute,
do.
guys, we've got too many Arctic Monkey covers in our set. So
Yeah.
and then we've moved away and just
Yeah. So how many how many releases have you done now? Like how many original songs do you have?
So
God.
we put out one EP ages ago, which we don't talk about.
Let's not talk about it.
And then we've made a new one recently, which is on Spotify.
Hmm.
But then what we're doing is we want to kind of master it because we do music tech, me and George, at school. So we've kind of learned how to make it better. So now we can kind of improve it. We're going to put another song on, re-release that, and then we've pretty much finished recording our second EP as well. We want to do 3 and then
Hmm.
put them all out. So they're on Spotify, which would be
Yeah.
cool.
So we've probably got 10 songs, like you know,
Recorded wise 10 probably, but out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really cool that like whenever you have a set, you can have like a whole, you can easily fill a whole hour
Yeah,
with the
we-
story.
we-
We're really
loads of
lucky.
songs.
We're really lucky that we just use a school studio as
Yeah.
well to record
Yeah.
all our stuff.
That's awesome.
It's quite a nice
Yeah.
setup, so we can kind of just go up there
Yeah.
when there's no lessons on and stuff, and just kind
Hmm.
of crack on with whatever we want.
That's amazing because like a lot of us here at the station are music tech students as well.
Yeah.
But I'm from France, and in the French system, that's just not a thing. You'll never do music tech in high school. That's just out of this world. For me, I'm like, I'm so jealous. But yeah, no, like, yeah, your songs just have such good quality. Like, how long have you been playing live though? Like, do you think have you got like a lot of live playing experience?
We've got a fair amount. Like we started off and we were all quite nervous, and we never used to
Yeah.
move at all. We always used to stand perfectly still,
Yeah.
do it, go off, no talking. But now we've kind of loosened up a bit. We've got
Yeah.
a lot more confident with
I
playing
think-
live.
I don't know. We've been quite lucky in that we've not done masses of gig experience and masses of gigs. But we've developed quite well into bigger gigs. You know, supporting bigger bands like Glass Caves and things, which is a really great experience for us.
The York scene's really good for that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think the York's really nice.
Yeah,
for that.
definitely.
There's a lot of bigger bands in York that are willing to help out the smaller bands and get us along, get us
Mm.
helping out
Yeah.
and supporting at their gigs and stuff, which is really nice.
Yeah, and they were cool as well because like we all like Glass Caves and King No One before they even asked us. Like,
Yeah.
Ages ago, a couple of years ago, I went to see them both. Like King No One support Glass Caves, and that was
We
awesome.
never thought we'd be able to support them
Never
like
thought
within
we'd
a year of
support
seeing
them.
them. It's
Yeah,
It's really kind of
Mm.
weird.
Mm. Yeah, I saw both of them a little while back, a few months at the Live at Least festival, where they're playing, and yeah, both of them were really great. Have you bussed around a little bit? Because
No,
Kingdom and Glass
We've
Cave, they do
done
that
one
so much.
busking,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we did.
We tried, but then these lot didn't really want to. They didn't like.
I think
Also-
the problem was we
so I
want
just
to
went
do
out on
it.
my own for a bit.
But it's
Yeah.
getting power to our amps and stuff because
Yeah.
we're
We don't
very
have
much
much
an
money.
electric band, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
practice
There's
that
a
much
lot of
acoustic.
power we need.
Yeah, but battery powered amps are very expensive as well.
And
Yeah.
so we need somewhere to get power from.
The one
It's just
time-
not really feasible to do it, is it?
Yeah.
Like
The
all
one-
our equipment generally falls apart anyway. Like my amps held together with sellotape. and-
Snapping strings.
The one time we did.
I've got a new one at home, so I'll put that on tonight.
Yeah.
The one time we did do busking was before this acoustic gig we did, and I think we got £1.
Yeah, we
We
got
were out there for about
we got
5
there
minutes.
too early. We got there too early. So
That's
we thought
amazing.
We might as well just.
We were about
play.
5
We were
minutes.
practicing outside, really.
Yeah.
It was good.
But it was
good
there was like no amplification, so Dougie's voice was just
Yeah.
drowned out by everything else. But
And
you know,
then-
we got a solid £1.
Another day.
There was
when I
someone
had-
that took
Yeah.
pity on us. and
I
thought,
took the pound. It's my pound.
Another day when I had
We've
nothing
never
to do,
seen
I
the
just
pound.
kind of went out with my guitar and just did a bit on my own, which went better than just £1. I
Yeah.
can't remember how much, but
Have you tried any open mic nights?
we did
Joe-
one.
Do you remember that night we were looking for open
We
mic night?
started looking for them in York, and apparently there's an open mic night on everywhere in York.
Yeah,
there
like
was
literally
one a
every
night.
day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
me and Tom went round.
We went everywhere and we
It
couldn't
was
find
like in
one.
December. It was freezing cold. Like
On a
like
Thursday
0
night,
degrees.
and it was raining.
And we couldn't find anywhere. And we were just like going
Yeah.
around York, freezing cold, and the bus didn't come. And we were like, we
it was
froze to death.
terrible. But
Well, if you're here during the summer break, I went to one last night, which was great. It's organized. You would know Dan, from On Horizon, because you played there last
we met him the other
Wednesday.
night, yeah.
Yeah.
He also organizes in an open mic night at the Falls Gate Social, and it's got the Falls Gate for social sessions every Tuesday from 8 to 11. Actually, it ends up being until late because like whenever when everyone is done, they just keep coming up and playing. And I was there yesterday, and it was so good. It was amazing. And I'm just in like the York music scene is just so great. But
it's really good at the moment.
Yeah.
but going to like open mic nights like this one, especially. Because Dan has like a nice PA and you can just like come and plug, and the Falls Gate Social is a really cool venue.
Yeah.
You should definitely check that one
We
out.
have to do some more acoustic stuff because it's much more versatile when you're playing acoustic. Then you can go out and busk. You can go to these open mic nights and stuff. Things don't have to be as well.
Drummer needs to invest in a cajon.
Yeah, I have one.
He's
Got it.
got one, yeah.
Exactly.
I
So what are you
reckon-
waiting for? You're all set. You can definitely busk.
I reckon when we get probably the third EP written and stuff, then we'll kind of crack on with the acoustic stuff.
Yeah,
and,
so
We'll start
practice it
like
all acoustic. So
now everyone's exams are done. It'd be much easier to start
Yeah.
practicing again.
That was really cool. There was a cajon yesterday at the open mic, and it was being like good use made out of it. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But no, guys, thanks a lot for coming. That was amazing. I just want to say, like, the last thing that was really nice when, like, I wanted to get you guys on and I went online. You've got marketing down. Like, you've got like really nice branding when you go online. It looks pretty, and like that makes everyone's jobs just so much easier.
We've had various changes to that.
We've had a big
we started
discussion
off with
about
like I had a label maker and I wanted everything to do it, and then we kind of changed, and then George kind of does all the making of the images and stuff, and then.
Because I mean, it definitely got you down here. Because I was, it was in the middle of the set of Blind Eye.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out near the interest, and I just picked up one of your business cards. And I was like, bam, I'll call them.
Business cards, yeah.
Yeah, they're cool actually. I really like it.
Yeah.
I like things.
So it was a good idea. It got you this. So.
Yeah.
And like your Twitter and everything. It makes it easier to get in touch, and that's a good step. Like, I'm just saying, because not everybody does it as well as you, so kudos on that one.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for coming, and
thank you
being the last session of the year. If you release more stuff, you're welcome back next year as well.
Thank you.
We'd love to have you again.
If you want to hear any of our stuff at the moment, it's on Spotify just under Alleyways, and then we'll have more stuff out by the end of July, definitely. And
it's all our social medias.
Like, it's all recorded. It's all Alleyways or at Alleyways UK for Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that.
Sounds perfect.